Come on.
Hello, my name is Denise Jones, and I am the attorney in the award-winning feature film I Do. You can see it on Tubi, Amazon Prime, and other major platforms.
Yes, go check it out. All right, man, let's get to it. Well, an old clip surfaced of Young Thug on Twitter earlier, and it had people going nuts. Let me tell you, it has about a couple million views right now. I'm looking at, and it says Young Thug did not care about Mike Brown being murdered by Officer Darren Wilson. So why should any black America care about what's happening to Young Thug? And it's got a lot of responses. Black Twitter and others are talking about this like crazy. Now, before I get to my commentary and I chop it up on what I think about what's going on, I'm going to play the video that has everybody in Twitter up in arms, and then we're going to come back. Stick around, because we're going to come back on the back end and we're going to rap about this, man. Hey, you guys already know what it is, man. Hit that like button and make sure you share this video. All right, man, rotate.
Special on Mike Brown, the Ferguson situation. What do you think needs to be changed in the way black men are policed in America?
Leave that up with the critics and the laws and all that old shit. We having fun, we iced out, we having money. That's how we doing it.
So you feel like it's not the artist's place to speak on social issues?
No.
All right, so I first listened to it. Let's do it again. I had a different response, and here's what I'm going to stay with. I'm going to stay with this, right? First of all, my interpretation of what he said is that he really does not know and or does not really care about that situation or what's going on with the police. Because he said leave it up to the the lawmakers and the politicians and all that, right? He's worried about, just like he said, because he paused for a minute and he thought about it, and he said, I'm worried about partying, jewels, money, whatever. You know what I mean? And honesty is all you want. Like, you don't want nobody up in front of you talking and faking the funk. You want somebody to be genuine about what they're talking about. So if that's his response, right? He's going through a lot of stuff. And remember, the clip is not current. The clip is from about, I'm thinking 2012, 2013, 2014. So he's in his early 20s. And again, it goes to, the tweet is, Young Thug did not care about Mike Brown being murdered by Officer Darren Wilson. So why should any black American care about what happened to the Young Thug? And it's a point there. I mean, if you're talking about brotherly love, then he's like, you should love all our brothers, and sisters alike. But this is something that he's going to have to deal with head on, talking about this state RICO indictment coming from Georgia. None of us know what happened. None of us know if he did it or not. One thing we do know is that, they've been watching him and they have a substantial amount of evidence and they're trying to hold him. They actually just denied his bond yesterday, and they want to hold him because they think that he could commit another crime or he could be a flight risk. My thing is, like, if you're innocent until proven guilty, how are they holding you in jail? That's the only part I don't get. I think, and this is my opinion, you should be given a bond because you're presumed innocent. So if you're presumed innocent, why the hell you treat me like I'm guilty? But that's another thing. That's a whole nother conversation. And observing, I actually listened to the full, probably like 20, 30 minutes of the bail hearing. And let me tell you one thing. Young Thug has a very good lawyer, probably the best lawyer in that region. And, he's going to fight for him, and he has the money and the resources to fight this thing tooth and nail. So I kind of just leave it there. I would expect him now, though, right? Honestly, now being, just turning 30 years old, they have a different perspective, a totally different perspective of what he had back in 2014 about the Mike Brown situation, right? Because even when I was like 21, 22, 23, I could have gave a better, perspective, but everybody's reality is different. So the part about should rappers be, speak up for social issues and whatnot, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I mean, who better? Who better? I mean, you got the influence of millions of people, right? You got the ears of millions of people. Why not speak life into a situation? Why not give your opinion on a situation? Because people are going to follow, right? I mean, because it works in a negative aspect as well when you guys are talking about, drugs and guns and all the stuff that you guys talk about in your music or whatever it may be, the fast cars, the Rarries, the Rolexes, the Richard Milles, all that type of stuff. People aspire to want to get those things. People want, the Richard Millie. People want the Rolly, the bust down joints and all that. And, the different cars, the Hellcats, the Scat Packs, and whatever the hell y'all driving. People want to do that. So I think there is a certain responsibility with the rappers and the people that stand up in front of, even if you don't want it, is there, right? So I'm going to digress, man, on this particular issue. Definitely want to know what you guys think in the comment section about this. I don't think it's a time to, even with the whole Kevin Samuels thing, not a time to pile up on an individual right now. Even though Young Thug, we've made, many videos about him, the way he dressed, the nails and all that crazy type shit like that. We've done many things, but, there's a lot of different sides to the stories, people that were killed, and let's just let this thing play out before we pile more on to this individual. But as far as people caring, you really shouldn't. You really shouldn't care, to that extent about that. I do agree. You shouldn't really care about what's going on with him. I definitely do agree because in hindsight, he's a man. He's got to deal with whatever bed that he made. But like I said, man, I'm out of here on this one. It's your brother, Old Guy, man, Hip Hop News Uncensored. Y'all have a good night. We'll be back tomorrow dropping that non-stop fire every time here on Hip Hop News Uncensored. Enjoy yourself no matter when you're listening to this joint. Always remember, man, smash the like button real quick. Up like the video. Make sure you guys actually share the video, share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter. It's very easy to do. You can do it right from the Facebook app. Also, double check and make sure you are subscribed to Hip Hop News Uncensored. It's a button there that says subscribe. Hit that button real quick if you're not subscribed. If you are subscribed, double check to make sure you're getting all notifications. Double check, double check, double check. Sometimes YouTube unsubscribes people. They change their, the bell notification and everything. So make sure you're subscribed and make sure that you got all notifications on. That way, as soon as something happens, you'll be the first person to know. You'll get it on your phone, your computer, your tablet, whatever device that you sign on, log on with us. You'll get that alert right out to yourself. Also, man, follow us on social media, man. Go down to the description box, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Last but not least, the website is hiphopun.com. That's hiphop, the letter UN.com. That's our official website where we're publishing articles every day. Check us out right now. It's your brother, Old Guy, man. Over now. Peace.